Hey, my crafty family, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you how to make these cute little witches. I've included the pattern in the description below in both PDF and SVG. They're super simple to make. They're very inexpensive. You can make them with your kids, your grandkids. They'd be great craft fair sellers. And if you stick around to the end of the video, I have an extra bonus video to share with you as well. Thank y'all so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Okay, to start, go ahead and cut your pattern pieces out. I've given you those in the description below in both PDF and SVG. And if you're cutting them out by hand, use the PDF. And we're going to start down at the bottom of the hat and we're going to slowly glue our way up. This way you won't get glue oozed out. So just go ahead and make a little fine line right there and then fold the bottom part over and line it up. Make sure that it does go straight up the top. And then after that section dries, we're going to do the next section and then the next section. This way you won't have any glue oozing out where you see it. And then go ahead and fold the top part over and glue that in as well. Okay, for our base, we're going to take a 3" by 1" styrofoam disc. And then we are going to stretch the bottom part of our hat open just a little bit so that this will go right inside of there. Go ahead and put it in, halfway in, and go ahead and glue all the way around until it's glued in well. Okay, to attach our brim, we're going to do the same thing. Just lightly open it up a little bit, and then you're just going to run it right over to the top part of that hat, all the way down till you have about 1/4 of an inch hanging over the hat part. Keep the brim in place. We're going to take a 1/2" by 12" piece of craft foam, and you'll have to hand cut that out. I did not put that in the pattern. And we're going to start at the very back, and we're going to glue onto the hat and the styrofoam all the way around, and that way that brim will stay in place. Just make sure that you are gluing it to the styrofoam and to the hat. And then when you get to the end, you may have to trim some off and then go ahead and glue that over. Okay, I wanted my hat to be a little bit more black than it was. Craft foam is kind of like a dull colored. I'm adding a little bit of chalk paint and some water, kind of thinning it down a little bit. And then I'm just going to go ahead and paint my hat. Now you can skip this step if you want to, but it really does make it nice and dark if you do paint it. And all you got to do is just take a sponge brush, get it on there, and then I'm going to wipe off the excess with a paper towel because it will just absorb right into that craft foam really easily. To make the skirt, I'm just going to take some black thread, and I'm using some thick black thread and then some 6" netting, and I'm just going to gather this up. Now I'm going to fold it over so I have 2 layers, and then go ahead and tie off at the end with your needle and thread, and then we're going to start gathering it in like 1/2" stitches. And just keep it folded over as you're going all the way down. And I don't know exactly how much netting I use. Just make your skirt as full as you want to. I think I probably used, maybe 3 yards of this. But just keep going all the way down till you have it gathered up as much as you want to. And try to make it pretty full because it does look really good that way. Then it'll really stick out from underneath that hat. And then once you get it to the end, just go ahead and connect the 2 ends together and then go ahead and tie those off. Take the circle that you cut out of the center part of the hat and we're just going to glue this right to the top. And this is what's going to hold all this together. Okay, then we're just going to go ahead and attach it to the hat on the opposite side of that circle, centered right into the center of the styrofoam. The legs, we're going to use 2 toilet paper rolls and we're just going to cut them right down the center. And then I'm going to roll it up until it's only 1 1/4 inches in diameter at the top. And then go ahead and glue that together. Just make sure it's not more than 1 1/4 inches and then go ahead and do the exact same thing with the other leg. Just make sure that they are both the same size. My toilet paper roll measures 3 7/8, and so I'm going to cut a piece of craft foam that measures 3 7/8 by 4 1/2 inches.
Then to decorate them, I'm going to cut 4 strips for each leg at 4.5 inches by 1/4 inch. And I'm just using regular craft foam with these. I'm lining mine up about 1/2 inch apart, so make sure you leave 1/2 inch at the top and 1/2 inch at the bottom. And you can just eyeball this, it doesn't have to be exact. And then when you do the other one, just kind of put it up against this one and you can kind of make sure you get them lined up good because you want them to be exactly the same. And then just go ahead and take your toilet paper roll and roll it up with the stripes going sideways. And if you have some overlapping, that's fine. On this leg, mine actually met in the middle, and my other one, it overlapped just a bit. Second leg, just kind of line it up with the one you just did. Just make sure that your stripes are the same. And hot glue really does work good with craft foam. It's almost impossible to pull this back off. Okay, then go ahead and roll that one up and glue that one on as well. Now this one overlapped in the back. I probably should have trimmed it off a little bit because I didn't get them exactly the same size. I got them close enough, so if you have to overlap, go ahead, but you might want to just trim it off instead. And go ahead and sharpen 2 1/4 inch by 6 inch dowel sticks, and then we're going to glue these up inside of here. And that's how we're going to attach it to the hat. A little bit long, so I went ahead and cut 1 inch off of each one of these. So your final stick will measure 5 inches. Okay, for the pointy part of the shoe, go ahead and cut out your pattern pieces. Again, those are in the description below. And you're going to cut 2 of these out of craft foam. Attach the shoes to the base. We're going to take another toilet paper roll, cut it down the center, and then cut it down the center again. And we're going to use one of these for each one of the legs. Then go ahead and put 1/2 inch slits all the way up, all the way around the bottom edge. And then we're going to roll this up, and we're going to roll it up smaller than the toilet paper roll that's the leg, because this is going to have to go inside of there. So kind of roll it up to where it will be just pretty much tight in there, but it will go. And then go ahead and glue that together. And then you're going to go ahead and bend all your tabs down, and that's going to be the base that attaches it to the bottom. And you may have to trim some of these off here in a minute because we did wrap around a couple of times, and I'm sorry I'm getting out of the camera a little bit, but you can kind of see what I'm doing. You're just folding them all in, and we're going to glue them together. And then any thickness that's left over the edge, go ahead and trim off the extra. Go ahead and glue this centered 1/2 inch from the back. And then go ahead and attach your other piece to it. Just glue that right in. Add a little weight. I'm just going to put a little bit of glue down the bottom, and I'm dropping a little nut in there. Now you should have done this probably a different way because this ended up having to be struggle a little bit. Try to center your stick down into the center of that nut. I would highly recommend gluing the nut to the stick and then gluing both of them together inside there. And then glue that right to the back. Then go ahead and glue that strap all the way around the back and then around to the front. The curl, I'm just going to roll this up with a dowel stick all the way up to the very front. And then I'm going to take an embossing gun and just heat this up. And this will make this roll and stay in place. You're going to make the other shoe exactly the same way. For the second nut, this was a much easier. Just go ahead and drop it on in there with the stick at the same time and glue those in together. It just made it a lot easier. Let's go ahead and line your hat up right over the top part of your legs and then just kind of push them on in. It'll make an indent in there and you'll see exactly where they need to go. And then go ahead and push them all the way in and make sure it does stand up straight, and then we will glue these in. go ahead and pull them back out, and we're just going to put a little bit of glue around the top edge and then on the stick, and then just go ahead and stick these right back in there. Just make sure that they are straight. To dress up the hat a little bit, I'm just going to take some glitter foam. I cut it about a 1/2 inch wide, and I'm just going to start in the back part of the hat and come around to the front and join the two pieces together. And then I'm going to put a buckle over them, so don't worry about there being a gap. And then glue the other side, and then you're just going to overlap these two in the center. And I don't know exactly how long this piece is. Just kind of measure around your hat and see how much you need, but it is a 1/2 inch wide. Cover up that center part. I'm just taking a piece of black craft foam and some of that glitter foam, and I'm just making a little buckle. I think mine measured about 1.5 inches wide by 1 inch tall. And I'm just going to glue it right to the front over the top of where those two overlapped. To dress up the shoes, I'm just taking another piece of the craft foam, the glitter craft foam, and putting it right in the front. And that was pretty much easy. This was a pretty quick and easy project. I think those turned out so cute. Just something simple out of just supplies that you probably already have at your house. Let me know what you think in the comments. This next one, we are going to make a ghost, and I've given you the pattern in the description below, and I've given it to you in 3 different sizes. This is going to be a pillow. So you're going to go ahead and line your pattern pieces up. Now you are going to have a little bit of white over the edges there because your paper is not going to print to the edge. So just kind of line it up the best you can. And then go ahead and take the other 2 pieces and line them up. Now one of these will actually, one of the patterns I've given you actually all fits on 1 page, but the 2 larger ones are going to fit on several pages. This is going to be the middle size of the 3 that I'm giving you. Okay, then once you get it all taped together, go ahead and cut it out. I'm making mine out of Sherpa fabric. It really does look good that way, and you can get this at just about any fabric store. I actually got mine at Hobby Lobby. And go ahead and put 2 layers down and go ahead and pin your pattern pieces to your Sherpa fabric. Get it pinned in, go ahead and cut it out. Now you're going to cut a 1/2 inch from the edge so that you have a nice seam allowance. So go ahead and kind of cut just a rough cutting out, and then you can cut it out a little bit easier once you get that part cut out. And I'm cutting both of my layers at the same time. It worked out a little bit easier to do it that way. Once you get it rough cut, go ahead and start cutting it out. And again, you're going to go a 1/2 inch from the edge. To get it cut out, go ahead and take your pattern and save it because you're going to have to cut out the eyes and the mouth. Now go ahead and flip these over where you have both sides of the Sherpa facing each other. And we're just going to use some fabric glue to glue this together. You don't want to use hot glue because it'll be too stiff on the sides, but the fabric glue worked great and it still gives a little bit of softness. Go ahead and start pinning it together. You want to leave about maybe 1 inch above each of the corners and the sections, but go ahead and pin it in because this will make sure that you do get it glued in well. And we'll just remove the pins as we're gluing. I'm just using Beacon fabric tack to glue these, and I'm just going to put a generous amount, but I'm going to just kind of do just a line around here. I'm not going to ooze a bunch of it out, just kind of go around the edge real lightly. Now if you have a sewing machine, sew it. That's going to be the easiest way. You could almost already be done. But if you don't, this glue right here works really good. Just go all the way around, but you want to leave the very bottom section open. And then once you get this completely glued together, you're going to want to let it set up for about 1 hour before you turn it right side out. Okay, then you're just going to leave the bottom section open. We're going to hand sew it. Okay, for the eyes and the mouth, we're just going to go ahead and cut these out, and we're going to cut these out of black craft foam. And it's just the thin craft foam. And all the eyes and the mouth, they're all exactly the same size. And the easiest way to do this is to cut from the very back of your scissors. Just keep moving it around. Don't lift your scissors out. Just keep moving it around with the back part cutting, and then you'll make sure that you don't have any jagged edges. It's just an easy way to cut craft foam so that it's smooth. And just don't take your scissors off of there. And then cut the other two exactly the same way. Then go ahead and turn your ghost right side out. Just make sure that all of your glue has glued it in completely. And if you have to touch up, just go ahead and touch it up. Okay, then I'm going to lay my eyes out kind of at a diagonal like this, and then I'm just going to go ahead and start gluing them in. And you could use felt on this if you wanted to. I think if I did this in another one, I think I probably would use felt instead of the craft foam. Next, I'm going to go ahead and start adding some polyfill. And I'm going to kind of just get this to be like a flat type pillow. But I'm going ahead and get some polyfill in here first, and then I'm going to show you how to kind of blend those eyes and that mouth in a little bit better. Okay, go ahead and pull the Sherpa up around the eyes once you get it full. And then we're going to start gluing around the eyes and the mouth to kind of blend this in. This way it'll look more like it's inset. So go right around the edge of your eye and then pull that Sherpa up to it. Then do the same thing with the other eye and the mouth. Next, we're just going to sew up the bottom. Just go ahead and tuck your fabric in about 1/4 of an inch on both sides and then go ahead and sew it in. Now, your stitches don't have to be perfect on Sherpa. It's real forgiving and you'll never see the stitches. And if you need to add a couple pins along the way to hold it together, that's what I would do. Okay, then when you get to the end, just go ahead and tie that into a knot. And then you're going to run your string through the body. Just run it right through all the way to the back, pull it through, and then just cut that off. And then just go ahead and fluff it up. Look how cute that turned out. I think he turned out super cute. Let me know if you want to see some more Halloween or if you're ready to move on into fall. If you like these kind of videos, be sure and give me a like, subscribe, and ring that bell to be notified when I have a new video upload. Thank y'all so much for being here. I really appreciate it. And if nobody's told you today, you're awesome. See you next time.